Hello, hi, my name is Aphrodite. If you're new here, this is my TikTok. I am a spiritual consultant. I'm a medium. I give all sorts of interesting advice. So, I just thought I would give a quick energetic update. A lot is happening right now, so I'm going to try to give a quick rundown of just the things I've heard, been told, and then I've seen for the month of February, just kind of what's going on. The first thing is serpent energy being at an all-time high, particularly dragon energy being at an all-time high. If you work with dragons, if you work with dragon energy, now is a really good time to tap back in. Also, gang stalking is at an all-time high right now too, so just be mindful of that. Not only in the astrals, but in the physical too. You might notice people watching you a bit more closely than usual, being a bit more up in your jam, trying to figure out what you're doing. Keep your projects and ideas to yourself at this time. Don't overly share too much. Don't put too much of yourself out there unless you're really, really sure about what it is that you're sharing at this time. Also, when I say gang stalking, I mean in groups of 3 or more, but also keep in mind that this doesn't have to mean people. This could be in the form of people with multiple faces. I've seen that a lot too. Entities are running amok. They're kind of switching hosts. They're running around all over the place. Contracts are up. People are starting new contracts. So what we would normally see, one entity kind of attached to one person. Now we're seeing what looks like one person with one face, right? But when we look at them, their eyes are kind of not together. You'll notice one person's face. You might notice an entity based off of their eyes. One eye will look completely just... one of these things just doesn't belong here. You know what I mean? Checked out. Basically, checked out. And then you might even see a face on top of a face. Kind of similar to when people wear filters and you're like, oh, that's clearly a filter. It's a pretty filter, but it's a filter. Similar to that. So that can be gang stalking too, because entities will be utilizing a person to watch you. Be mindful of that. If you have any sort of outside protection for your home, brick dust, whatever you're into to sort of get your protection together, utilize that. I even use my cleansing herbs, the cleansing herbs that I have set together. I have them in a spray bottle, and even before I go to bed, I spray my bed. Nothing gets in, and even when I project, I'm good. The vessel's good. The space is good. That's kind of the goal. And then I have other forms of protection that is nobody's business. There was another thing. Oh, the spirit of obsession, spirit and entity of obsession and greed, highly, highly volatile at this point. You're going to notice it running amok throughout individuals' lives. Relationships that were built off of obsession are going to be amped up. This does not need to be physical, intimate relationships. It can be, which is why you're seeing a lot of women get tattoos of gentlemen on their faces, right? A lot of people will say it's binding rituals or love spells gone wrong. Look, relationships built off of some type of obsession or mutual obsession are just being exposed right now, and then the entity or the spirit of obsession moving freely through ungrounded people is heightening that and exposing that to a particular degree. It's not always a botched ritual, okay? It can be. Sometimes it simply is the spirit or the entity maneuvering through these people because they're just so ungrounded. And on top of that, they are of major influence. If enough people see people doing this stupid shit, they're going to go out here and do the same stupid shit and allow the same energy and entity to flow through them, giving it enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to, you know what I mean? You're not new here. You're not new to this. I mean, you shouldn't be. You know exactly what I'm saying. Feeding it enough. Just feeding it enough. But it's not just romantic relationships. Like I said, it could be friendships. So you'll notice people coming back around. They'll say, it's because of Valentine's Day. It's clever, ain't it? To try and make it seem like it's because of Valentine's Day. It's not because of Valentine's Day. I promise you it's not. These motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about you 2 months ago. They don't give a fuck about you now. The energy is very precise. And it's a good time. Because people are so obsessed with a particular vibration and or frequency. And so they're utilizing that. It's got nothing to actually do with the spirit. It's got nothing to do with the actual energy itself of Venus. Or like love, self-love, or romantic love at all. Everything to do with the energy of hardcore obsession manipulation down to finances. That's why I was saying the relationship doesn't necessarily need to be romantic in nature and sexual in nature. It could be friends and it could be financial because, right, when we think of Venus, or at least when I think of Venus, I don't just think of romance. I think of Taurus, and when I think of Taurus, I think of luxury. So I think of my finances, I think of gifts, I think of anything like lavishy. But again, anything of that caliber, anything can become an addiction, which means that the spirit or the energy of addiction and obsession can run rampant and run wild. So be mindful of that too, especially with your finances. And with the beautiful Hallmark holiday coming up, you don't want to get out here and have worked so hard to build some type of stability and then turn around and blow it all. Yeah, them addictions is looking real fucking cute right about now, huh? Anyways, so just a quick recap before I hang it up for the night in terms of my video making. We've got gang stalking on the radar, obsession, greed, watch your finances, be mindful of who's doing what, keep your business and your projects to yourself unless they're done or you know 100% who you're sharing them with is for you, and spirit has reiterated that it's going to be good for you. When the spirit of obsession makes its way around you and your friends and you see who's falling susceptible to that, take notice, write those down. Whatever protection rituals you have, amp them up, vamp them up. 2 times, 3 times, I don't care, get that bricked up, do whatever you need to do to protect your home, your children, your family, your loved ones, light that candle, talk to whoever you need to talk to, get it together, because the way the spirit, the way these particular few entities in general are bouncing from individual to individual, and I'm watching it, and it's wreaking so much havoc and chaos, and people are eating this shit up, like it's just chef's kiss. Like, I don't get it. You're not tired of this shit yet? You're not tired of seeing these same boring ass, tired ass cycles? It's not irritating to you? It's not irritating to you yet. Anyways. That's what I've got for you. So the gang stalking, watch people's faces. Like I said, it doesn't have to be groups of 3 or more in physical form. It could be 3 or more in one physical person if they've got those entities running rampant through them. Yeah, that's what I've got for you. I'm Aphrodite. Thanks for coming. I hope I was helpful. I'm trying to be. Shit. I got the same downloads. I'm sure a couple people got them. Thoth is just out here dropping gems and telling me to educate the babies who need it. So, we're here for you. Bye.